I can say something. I'm back. Before we get to it, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, as you always watch full video.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on the 16-year-old hitman that's been charged with killing the most disrespectful rapper in Philly, YBC Duel.
16-year-old has been charged with the murder of another teenager and another man who was a West Philadelphia rapper. The teen also faces charges in 4 other shootings just last month.
Prosecutors say the guns used in the killings were illegal and one had a switch.
16, bro. 16. Your life is, I ain't gonna say it's over because more likely, depending on what state, you might just get juvenile life, get out when you're 25, 28, or something like that. But damn, that's still a long time, bro. Not that long compared to other people, but
Installed, allowing for multiple shots with one squeeze of the trigger. Well, I can tell you that the country and this region appears to have a problem with young victims and young people shooting guns.
An update we all expected would come sooner or later has finally arrived. The Philly District Attorney announced in a damn near 40-minute press conference that 16-year-old Aiden Waters has been charged with the broad day murder of West Philly rapper YBC Duel. But police are alleging it isn't the teenager's only body. Since Duel's death, surveillance video has been released showing the white vehicle Duel was traveling in as another vehicle pulled up alongside and opened fire. Police would state Duel was being followed for a few minutes leading up to the shooting, and 2 shooters can be seen firing from the front and rear passenger side. The same night of the murder, the shooter's vehicle was found burned in the 6900 block of North 15th Street. The vehicle had been reported stolen a week before. Detectives were able to recover ballistic evidence, including 2 .762 shell casings, 1 9mm shell casing, and an unfired 9mm bullet. A series of fingerprints would also be found along the doors, but surveillance...
I think, how did they know that? I mean, based on that little photo of the I guess the scene right there, he wasn't a car that was, a half a fishbowl, meaning the front windows didn't have no tint on it. But even still, like, how did they know that it was, like you said, they was following him? So that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. It's like, cause I be seeing lately, like, a lot of people be failing to realize, like, posting your car is just as bad as you dropping your location. So if he wasn't doing that, they had to just got lucky, spotted him, sitting and followed him. That's crazy.
Footage would provide the easiest path for detectives to follow. The shooter's vehicle was able to be tracked through a series of surveillance videos to the rear alleyway of a house on the 1700 block of 68th Street. Video would show who police believe to be 16-year-old Aiden Waters get out of the vehicle while attempting to cover his face before walking into his own house. So not only would ballistic as well as forensic evidence be found after the getaway vehicle was sloppily dumped and burned, detectives have video of the shooting and the vehicle...
See, look, right? Nah, I gotta take my statement back. It do like he got tint on the front windows, but it like they cracked so you can see inside the car. That's crazy though, man.
Going all the way back to Aiden's house to drop him off. But this isn't all. The Philadelphia police are alleging this 16-year-old killed another person and attempted to kill another 8 people within just 5 days. A week before Duel's death, Aiden would pay a friend $100 to steal a car for him in Cheltenham. That car, a Kia Sportage, was used as the getaway car in a gunpoint robbery outside Live Casino on August 17th. That same Kia was used to track and kill Duel days later. On August 18th, Aiden allegedly opened fire on the 500 block of Centner Street in Longcrest, shooting a 43-year-old man in the stomach and a 14-year-old in the leg. It was around 9:50 p.m. at the time of the shooting, and both victims would survive. Hours later, at 2:30 in the morning on August 19th, Aiden and at least one other person fired more than 24 rounds into a car full of teenagers on the 200 block of East Duncannon Street. Two 16-year-olds were shot, including Marquis Sanders, who was shot in the head and killed. Around 4 a.m., police recovered the shooter's vehicle, a Hyundai Sonata on the 6500 block of 10th Street.
See, like, stuff like this be like the problem that I be finding with life. Like, bruh, like in life, the good people would get tested, taken out of here, pass away early, pass away, like suddenly. But then you have people who are evil doing stuff like this, and nothing's happening. Yeah, you might go to jail, but bro, like you still live a long, healthy life compared to other people who. That's crazy, bro.
Investigators were able to determine that a cell phone had been connected to the car, and they downloaded the data associated with the phone. They discover a series of video jail calls between Aiden and friends who were in jail. During the calls on August 20th, Aiden discussed a series of crimes using code words like scrimmage to describe shootings and slam dunks to describe murders, as if the streets of Philly were just a basketball game. Aiden can be seen on video stating there were 2 different scrimmages in one day, 1 slam dunk, and 1 went in and out. Now, the intelligence of this 16-year-old hitman really shines through his arrest affidavit. He allegedly paid $100 to have a friend steal a car, which tells me he most likely paid another teen because no grown-ass man is stealing a car for $100. How the police found out this information hasn't been confirmed, which makes me think somebody is talking. He'd use another stolen vehicle and allegedly kill another 16.
Somebody, like, when it comes to police officer knowing the lingo, I mean, most time all you gotta do is read between the lines. You can get what somebody's saying. But most time, if they be knowing what the lingo mean because somebody's snitching, that's how they be knowing. Like, oh, break this down for us. Oh, this mean that. This mean that. This mean that. That's how they be knowing what everything means. You can come up with some lingo today, right now, fresh off the domes, words that nobody has ever heard, and then a month later, police gonna know exactly what it means.
While his phone was connected to the getaway vehicle, giving police access to video jail calls he had with friends describing the same shootings he allegedly committed. But this isn't all. Police would search Aiden's home on August 31st, locating a 10mm Glock with a red switch, as well as a laser extended magazine and other gun accessories. In his basement, they'd find a stolen 9mm Glock, and a ballistic test would confirm this was the murder weapon that killed Duel, and was also the weapon used in 2 other shootings. So back to this kid's intelligence. This 16-year-old shooter was smart enough to keep the gun that was used to kill the most disrespectful rapper in the city in his basement. With officers finding the 9mm shell casings in the burnt getaway vehicle, along with 7.62 casings, it can be confirmed Duel was killed by 2 shooters firing a 9mm Glock and most likely a 7.62 Draco. So who exactly is Aiden Waters? Born in only 2008, let that sink in for a second. Aiden was featured on the cover of ESPN's magazine at only 7 years old in 2015. Police would allege he was now affiliated with the Fast Break gang, which is a lesser known gang based in the Olney neighborhood. Members are connected to and considered the little brothers of a more well-known gang named M24, but authorities would clarify they found little to any reason why Fast Break or Aiden would want Duel dead other than notoriety. YBC Duel quickly became known as the most disrespectful rapper in the city, and authorities believe 16-year-old Aiden wanted to be able to say he was the one who killed him. The evidence against Aiden is overwhelming, but detectives still haven't identified the driver or second shooter involved in Duel's death. Aiden, on the other hand, has been charged with 2 counts of murder, 6 counts of attempted murder, 8 counts of aggravated assault, 9 gun charges, and more. And the craziest part about his arrest is this is literally his first arrest and may very well.
Nah, like let's hear what you're gonna say.
Be his last.
I doubt it. I doubt it. The way laws be going, I mean, depending on the state that he's in, but the way how most laws be going in most places, bruh, even with all that, oh, it's his first time. So therefore, let's just give him 5 years in jail, 5 years in the pen, or 10 years in a pen, 10 years probation, and let him out. No, wash that nigga up, wash him up. But then he gonna come out and might supposed to do the same thing all over again. That's how things be study happen and study happen. That's how we can never have a good world. They build all these prisons, but they don't keep the people who really truly need to be in there in there. They let them out to come out and go commit more crimes.
Now, Aiden is facing forever and a little more on top, right? The way they have him connected, it's like, how do you even get out of that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not even just tied to one murder. You're tied to 2 murders, 8 attempted murders. You done shot, what, 4 people and almost hit another 4? Like, and this
Mind you, they gotta prove all this. They gotta prove all this.
kid's 16. Was a child athlete. You know what I mean?
And that.
It's hot.
And I'm sorry, I'm doing so much pausing back to back. And that's gonna play a role too. If you get a good enough lawyer, oh he was a child athlete. He's on a road to good path. This was happening. This happened. Like sometimes, you know, things that happen in your household, they really can't play a role. They really can't play a role. But sometimes it's like it's other people who have been through them same things and they never went down that path. So did it really, really play a role?
To imagine what's going on unless you're there in the streets of Philly that would make this kid turn into this. Because, like they said, this is his first arrest. This is his first crash out. This is his first time, and he's fucking going all the way. Normally, when you have a kid starting to fuck up, there's baby steps. Like, all right, he stole some shit. He hit somebody. This kid just went straight for it. Killing, murder, shootings. Obviously, he's got some people around him that's influencing that type of behavior. But it's sad to say, when you're 16 and you just allegedly killed 2 people and tried to kill 8 within 5 days, you're pretty much too far gone. The system isn't going to be worrying about rehabilitating you, even though they don't do that for anybody. They're going to put you away and attempt to make the biggest example that they can of you. But one of the most important messages from this entire situation goes back to YBC Duel. When you're disrespecting and antagonizing people for the publicity that comes with it, you know, Duel was what he was. He was a gangster, he's standing on business, he's handling what he's doing. But the energy he put out caused the 16-year-old who wanted to make a name for himself to target him. This is the same thing as you want to put on all these chains and watches and bracelets, and then you want to go to the worst club in the city just to feel tough. Like, yeah, I'm out here. No security.
Yeah.
Until some stupid bum ass crash out comes up and kills you.
Fact, like I always say, no matter how tough you think you are, it's always somebody who think they're just as tough or tougher. No matter how strong you are, it's somebody just as strong or stronger. So therefore, but it's sad that like even when you're not thinking of even when you're not going with the mindset of let me go act like I'm tough, let me go wear this certain amount of things and have this on to it's not even to test nobody. It's not even to antagonize nobody. It's just you worked hard for the thing that you got, so therefore you want to wear what you want to wear. But it's sad that in life you truly can't. You truly can't. Like you can, but it's a chance. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Because hey, you might be going with the mindset that I'm just going out tonight. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear that. I'm gonna have this on. I'm gonna have this amount of money in my pocket. I'm just gonna go have a good night. I'm gonna go to this good place, this good neighborhood. It's probably somebody else thinking just the same thing, and then you run to them, and then like, oh my god, it's crazy in life. Like you, like even this say you come from nothing, like the struggle, and you finally make it. You finally make it. You know the how that you get is gonna call attention, and it's gonna make somebody who's coming from or who's still living the life that you made it out of want to come take it from you. Like it's crazy.
Trying to get your chain. It's the same shit. When you put out a certain image and you show people you don't give a fuck, this is what can happen. People will try to kill you for what you got. People will try to kill you because of your notoriety. You made yourself a target. You have to move accordingly. And unfortunately, the fans on the internet have become the spectators in the Coliseum. When gladiators were battling and everyone in the fucking Coliseum was like, yeah, kill him, get him, this, that. That's how the fans are now on social media. They love it. They're liking it. They're watching it. They're in tune waiting for some shit to happen. And then when you die, they pretend to be sad. Damn, I listen to all his songs. Damn, he really, I could relate to him. And now he's gone. And on to the next one. Hopefully y'all can see the bigger picture so y'all don't end up on a video like this. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments on this 16-year-old short.
Yeah, that's crazy though. 16-year-old though, he jumped right off the porch straight to the gutter. Crazy.